Ladies and gentlemen, from the wonder of the Connecticut Woods, Foxwoods Resort Casino, Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Budweiser, the undisputed, undefeated king of beers, This Bud's For You presents the Deuce main event of the evening, 12 rounds for the vacant IBA Middleweight Championship of the World. IBA President in attendance, Cy Young great Dean Chance. Introducing now the principals first, in the red corner to my left, wearing the red trunks, white trim, weighing in at 156 pounds. He hails from San Diego, California, with a professional record of 47 victories, 7 defeats, 31 wins, coming by way of knockout, a 3-time WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Terry Norris. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the blue trim, weighing in at 158 pounds. He hails from Malden, Massachusetts. His professional record, 32 victories, 1 defeat, 23 wins, coming by way of knockout. Here is the middleweight contender, Dana Rosenblatt. 12 rounds.
So we're set for tonight's main event, the vacant IBA Middleweight Championship. And let's take a look at the unified rules for tonight's main event. There will be a 10-point must system, no 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8. Only the referee can stop the bout. Fighter cannot be saved with the bell in any round. If there's an accidental headbutt, they'll go to the scorecards after 4 rounds are completed. Prior to that, a technical draw. Partial rounds are not scored, but any point deductions in a partial round will count. Dana Rosenblatt, more of a natural middleweight, Al, 158 pounds at the weigh-in. He's about 172 pounds tonight in the ring.
And they are banking on that as being the difference in this fight. Hey, I'll tell you what, it's been a long time since I've sat here and looked at a fight and said to myself, I just don't know. You can make a case for either man here, and a good case. And we've had lots of even fights, certainly, on our network, but you look at this and you can go back and forth 5 or 6 times on it.
Norris with 8 first-round knockouts, 23 of his 31 knockouts in the first 4 rounds. Rosenblatt with 7. 17 of his 23 knockouts have come within the first 3, so both men will get you early.
Don't punch, don't punch. Step.
Rosenblatt began his career kickboxing in the New England area, also martial arts. Very successful at that. Now trying to become a champion in boxing.
Now Rosenblatt is staying more on the outside early on in this match. I think he's kind of working his way, and when he does get on the inside, he is working. Norris, a little wide with his punches early in this bout. Remember the long left, and he's gotten hit with some pretty good straight left hands. And also let's remember, and we haven't talked that much about it, Terry Norris having to face the lefty stance, so that adds yet another wrinkle. Look at how wide those right hands are from Terry Norris.
He's slinging his punches.
Yes, he is. And early on already, Rosenblatt has landed 9 of 13 jabs the first minute of the bout. So it tells you that that punch is starting to work. Look at it. Oh, he is getting that punch in with force. And the straight left will come behind it very soon, I assure you.
Well, Dana Rosenblatt preparing for the best of Terry Norris. His trainer, Joe Lake, said that we're preparing for the Norris that beat Ray Leonard. I don't know if that same Norris exists anymore.
I have never seen Terry Norris throw his right hand in the odd fashion he's throwing it. I don't know if that's by design or what. Terry looks intent to get a knockout. He looks like he feels like his power will, you know, they saw Pazienza knock Rosenblatt out basically with 1 punch, because after that first knockdown, Dana was out of it. But of course, Pazienza has become a very legitimate 168 pound. Oh, big right hook, hurt Norris, he's hurt. He got whacked on the inside. Terry Norris doesn't look good in this first round, I got to tell you.
Straight left hand from Rosenblatt. Very good.
I don't even like the way Norris is throwing his punches. I mean, he's really, look at he's slinging that right hand from way outside.
Rosenblatt from Malden, Massachusetts. Graduate of Malden Catholic High School in 1990. A personable young man. And there's the bell to end round number one. A good round one for Dana Rosenblatt. To Terry Norris's corner we go.
Of the round, and it did stun Terry Norris. But later in the round, Norris was able to get a couple good shots in. You know, Rosenblatt only threw 14 jabs in that last round. He landed 9, but he is underusing that weapon a little bit now.
Look at the punch numbers in round number 2.
Wow, Rosenblatt getting much the better of it.
But Norris did stun Rosenblatt.
Threw a good overhand right. And that's the punch Dana is susceptible to. You know, Rosenblatt could win this bout by jabbing. He really could. Like he was doing against Pazienza, except he got careless. Look how Rosenblatt's keeping his left hand very high. You know that he and Joe Lake went to school on that and have been going to school on that since the Pazienza fight. I don't think Rosenblatt can miss with that jab when he throws it.
Right hand from Norris.
I think one punch that's underused by Rosenblatt is the right hook to the body, and there he throws it. Terry Norris is having a tough time figuring out how he should start his attack off. Terry has a good double left hook, which works against the lefty, but he's not throwing it tonight at all.
Past the midway point of round number 3.
Off his neck, Danny. Don't punch, don't punch. Step out, step out, step out.
Rosenblatt giving himself some distance. Good jab again from Rosenblatt.
That punch is working to a T. You know, it's not like he hasn't fought lefties before, but really not that many. Vincent Petway, the last one in 1996. He beat Carl Daniels back in 1992, defending his WBC junior middleweight title, but not that many lefties on the resume of Norris. And you know what? That left-handed stance is giving him trouble, especially on the outside. And then on the inside, Rosenblatt using his strength to his advantage. But of course, remember, Rosenblatt was winning the Pazienza fight too over the first 3 or 4 rounds. But look at the movement of Rosenblatt. He is, every time he hits, he's walking to the left or the right. They've done a good job with him in that regard.
That's the end of round number 3, scheduled for 12. Terry Norris, Dana Rosenblatt on the deuce.
We take a look at
to the end. We will find out what the judges thought when we return to Foxwoods after this timeout on ESPN2's Friday Night Fights. Welcome back to Foxwoods. Dana Rosenblatt hanging on down the stretch against veteran Terry Norris for the vacant IBA middleweight championship. Bob Papa along with Al Bernstein. We'll take a look at some final punch numbers in this fight between Dana Rosenblatt and Terry Norris. It was a very strong start for Rosenblatt. You see he landed at 58%. Through the first 8 rounds he was landing at over 60%, but he faded in the final 4 rounds, especially the last 3 where he was inactive, but Norris could not finish him off, and that could be the key tonight. We are set for the decision. Here is Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Judge Harold Letterman scores it 115-113. Judge Frank Garza scores it 115-113. And Judge Gary Merritt scores it 116-112 to the winner by unanimous decision and IBA middleweight champion of the world, Dana Rosenblatt.
Dana Rosenblatt wins a unanimous decision. Al Bernstein and I had it 116-112. Rosenblatt won the first 8 rounds for the most part in very convincing fashion. It would be hard to argue really any of those rounds in Norris's favor, and Terry Norris just could not finish Rosenblatt out at the end when Rosenblatt was literally out on his feet. Al Bernstein has made his way into the ring, and hopefully we'll get a chance to hear from both Terry Norris and Dana Rosenblatt. Very good evening tonight. Raul Marquez, unanimous decision against Shibata Flores. Lucia Riker stopped Marcelo Acuna. Eric Morel stopped Rodolfo Blanco. And Zahir Rahim stopped Sean Powell. Let's send it up to Al Bernstein with Dana Rosenblatt.
All right, I'm here with Dana Rosenblatt and Joe Lake. Dana, this was 2 different fights. You were excellent, and I mean really excellent, through the first 8.5 rounds. What happened? Did you get tired?
Terry's a really seasoned veteran, and I really have to give it to him. He's a true champion, and he still has a lot left, and he showed it tonight. He had heart, and he wanted to come on, and he felt years of boxing slipping away from him at the end, and I feel like he really turned it on, and it was like a last stand for him.